Hi, I'm Megan Bona, and this is my issue response speech self-evaluation. I'm going to talk about how I felt before, during, and after the speech, and what some of my strengths were, and what some of my improvements could be. Also, I will mention my future goals for the next speech. First, let's discuss how I felt during my presentation. Before giving my speech, I didn't feel as nervous as other speeches because I had practiced and rehearsed more, so I felt a little more confident. Um, During the speech, I felt confident, but I was also excited that I was almost done with the speech. And after, I felt relieved that it was over. This speech was different from my informative speech because I strongly believed that the cost of college should be lower, so I was a little more passionate and confident about what I was saying. Next, I will cover my strengths and weaknesses. A strength for my speech is my facts and statistics. I use a lot of statistics that related to what main point I was on, and I think that I explained all of my information really well. For example, in my first point, I explained how much tuition had gone up, and I compared it to medical and food expenses to put that in better perspective for some people. And one area that I could use improvement is to change my tone more. Throughout my speech, I sometimes find myself becoming a little bit more monotone, and I don't want to bore my audience, so I need to pick up my speed and slow it down and change my tone a little bit. Lastly, I'll express one of my main goals for my next speech. One thing that I wish to accomplish is to look at my note cards less than I have been. I know what I'm saying and I feel like I practice enough to memorize it, but once I start speaking, I get a little nervous that I'm going to forget, so I feel like I look at my note cards more than I should. So next time I would like to not work on or not look at those as much. So for onto my grade, I would give myself a B because I explained all my information really well. I used a lot of supporting material. I made good eye contact. I had good transitions, and I also met the time requirement. So overall, I think I did fairly well.